know you pulling up. And now you laid out, ain't no getting up. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I tried that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her, pick it. You wanna feed, now anything under 18, just like, man, this from the club, she like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Packers of Tokyo. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on, set! Mega! Ultra! Hut!
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. Dances by him. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Love. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On play action, Love to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Ultra. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Smash. Check right. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first to goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum.
And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a first down throw, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Fields, 71 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Ready?
Second and a couple.
Strike. Strike. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Love from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Love now to pass on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Mega. Ultra. Black walk. Ready.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Fields changing the play. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Here we go, son.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On first down, it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because These offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll run on first down. Nickerson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set. Blue striker. Ready.
Love now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hey, check mega.
Now Love. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Strike. Strike. Check.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Carlson for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Packers pick it up. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Williams, the man in motion left. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Fields going to move them around.
Let's go.
From the 44, Fields able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st down, Boston down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. On the end around, here comes Williams. The 20. 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 42 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready.
3rd and 19.
Ultra.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 41 yards. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Fields on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Williams, a man in motion right. On 3rd down, Boston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
22 needle. Smash. Smash. Set.
Up the middle they go. Nickerson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Fields again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick-6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Extend. Hey, Jared. Tonight.
They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Nickerson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ready?
On 2nd down now. Nickerson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check view. Hut.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Williams being motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields going to change things up here. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, Boston. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hooker's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, can't. Right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Read. Steal. Check steal. Hut.
They'll run on first down. Nickerson. Oh, good move. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Here we go. Check, smash. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Black shot. Mega. Hut.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Play action this time with Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.